The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pick these picks.
First play, first pass for Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Brady to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The Buccaneers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To Evans on the slant. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 7-0. Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their 25-yard line. Throwing is Mariota. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw Mariota.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bryan Edwards.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Bring it home, boys. We got this.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after one. On 2nd and 9, Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And Wait, the tight end's got it. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front.
Extra point pulled through by Suckup, and that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. 1st down, Mariota.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And that was a bouncer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
Touchdown, Falcons! Anthony Ferkser, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he loses the football a second time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, remember, he had a fumble early in his first half and got saved, but No such saving here. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and as a coach and as a teammate, you're hoping that he learned from the first one. There was a lesson there, but obviously he doesn't have enough focus in order to lose it a second time. That simply can't happen if you're trying to win a game.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 43-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play fake. Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force brought down on him there. He could not hang up. It's third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but it's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota got a man. It's Patterson complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Mariota.
Well, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. It's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that.
And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14. Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Throwing again, Mariota on second and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Runs over it. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
Well, Charles, he was so close to halftime there. He threw the interception. Not only that, we do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Mariota on first down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Brady down to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 13.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Play action now. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mariota steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. From Dupree, he's the one that drops in this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. He finds his man complete. That's Patterson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Brady.
To Evans on the slant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Bryan Edwards
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Koo now for the point after.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score, Buccaneers 27, Falcons, 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, now Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. On the move to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Running left, here's Patterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throwing, Mariota. This one left side, caught by Patterson. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Brady now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion left is Perriman. On 2nd and 10, Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Miller, the man in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Hey, Alabama. Hey.
Now Brady got to have this one. Going deep this time for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. Levante David in on the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This will get the lead up to 7. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. This was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. To throw is Brady. Finding Rudolph. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Back to throw, Brady. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Extra point put through by Suckup. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Mariota. His throw incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mariota. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. Gain of 1 there. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Makes the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fournette running out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. first down. Brady.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Brady throwing complete here to Fournette. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. From midfield, here's Brady.
They'll find Fournette again here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. To throw, it's Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Hey, hold 66.
Now Brady. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Brady. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed time to get it done, but put this one in Collins.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Buccaneers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.